Hey everyone, I'm here with my 2008 Acura TL, and I just want to go over the top 5 worst things about this car. It's actually pretty difficult to find some of the flaws that this vehicle has, but like every car, there's always going to be a few problems here and there with the design or how it ages, and today I just want to go over a few of those small issues. So one of the main first issues that I have with this car is that it does not have folding rear seats. It doesn't have, a lot of cargo versatility and flexibility. You got mat pockets and you got an ashtray back there, and you got a fold down armrest with a ski pass through right here. But this rear seat does not fold down, and for me that's a little bit of a of a problem that Acura did not address when they came up with the cargo flexibility of this car. And so it limits what you can do with the vehicle, such as putting in a lot of cargo when you're in college, such as me, or being able to put in like long items, such as if you go to the hardware store and need to put something in your car and normally don't need a truck. Kind of sucks when you don't have the room for that. So that's another minor gripe as far as cargo versatility. Let's move on to the next issue now. So the next major gripe that I have with this car is that the sunglass holder is non-existent up here by the map lights. So what Acura did instead was include it on the both the driver and passenger side door inside the map pocket here, and the sunglass holder is right here. I just think that's it's a slight problem that I think that Acura could have addressed in a different way, better design. You do have like a rubberized holder right here so it doesn't scratch your sunglasses, but there's a lot of room to play in here, and even large sunglasses like mine will just wobble around in here and make annoying noises when you go over bumps on the road. And I just don't think that's the best solution that Acura could have came up with. The next little issue that Acura didn't address in this vehicle, and I'm surprised that they didn't try to find ways to improve the design over the years, because this car was out from 2004 to 2008, this third generation TL, and one of the major issues that it had was the HFL hands-free link Bluetooth module that kept burning out after about 6 to 7 years. And the problem is it's not just about that it fails. The problem is that when it fails, it drains the car's battery because it's trying to boot up even when the car is off. So oftentimes you'll come back from work or after a weekend of not driving the car and you'll have a dead battery. And then you'll think, oh, it's just the battery, I'll replace the battery, and you replace the battery, and a few days later, the battery dies again. So that's another problem that I think Acura could have found a better fail-safe solution in case it did fail, so that the module would just shut off, or they could have connected it to a fuse of some sort, or some type of other method that would not cause the whole battery system to discharge while the car was off, and the system was trying to boot up while the car was off. And the number one way to prevent this from happening to an owner is just to look at your hands-free link system on your menu in front of in the dash, and if it says booting up or some other message that it doesn't normally say and your phone won't connect, I would recommend taking apart this whole module here and disconnecting it and replacing the module. It's relatively expensive, but if you don't want a dead battery, I would disconnect it for the time being. You can check out another video on my channel and I'll show you exactly how to replace it yourself. So the fourth issue that I have with this car is that the heated mirror controls are down here on the left side, kind of behind the steering wheel, so you can't really see if you've accidentally left it on, your heated mirrors. They don't automatically go on when the temperatures below 32 degrees because there's an issue where if the heated mirrors stay on, the outside edges of the mirror will begin to turn brown because it has this layer of blue film that keeps glare from traffic behind you from coming into your eyes. But the problem is if you leave this heated mirror switch on, it causes brown spots to develop around the edges of the mirror. And so I think that's a huge issue, especially when it doesn't just automatically turn off when you turn the car off. You could be just driving along and just have no clue that behind the steering wheel here that your heated mirror switch is on and has been on for a long period of time, and then that causes your whole mirror to turn into like a some type of brown discoloration on the mirror. So I'm at a park right now, so there's probably a lot of people that are walking around, and it's kind of funny that, you know, I'm just trying to film a video. But anyway, so that's another big issue that it has with the car, and I wish Acura could have come up with a different switch that turned off by itself after a period of time so that it didn't cause the mirror discoloration issue to occur. Now, the last major issue that I want to talk about with the car that rounds out this top 5 list includes the fact that the wheel wells begin to rust early on in the car's life, probably just 6 to 7 years after the car's been on the road if you live in the snow belt. And I think that's just a little too early for this car to have that kind of rust problems. And I've touched up a lot of the paint around this area here, around the wheel wells, and it just seems like there's a lot of corrosion around the wheel wells, and especially in this spot on the car. And my brother's old Acura Legend had the same problem where it began to rust a little bit. And when I've gotten under the car before, a little bit of rust has already developed on some of the suspension components and some of the components that are just below the engine under the hood. So it's really unfortunate that that happens. I mean, most of it's just surface rust, so it's not going to cause any safety or any other types of concerns as far as the performance of the vehicle. But I just think it's a little unfortunate that Acura could have done a little bit more rust proofing on the car. Other than that, though, I've been really happy with this car, and I'll come up with the top 5 best features of this car list, and there's a lot of better things about this car than there are bad things. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about the minor concerns I have about this car, but overall, those are just a few minor gripes that I have with it, and I hope it improves your ownership experience if you think about purchasing this car. Thanks for watching today, and if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the section below the video. Hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.